Oh man, I am so sorry, y'all. I am late. My bad. I'm sorry, I'm late. Uh, well, we back though. I had a lot of stuff to kind of get together this morning, guys. Had to take out the trash. Had to get my kids settled. Had to set up this whole thing. But now we're here, better late than never, right? But sorry for being late for everybody that's been waiting patiently. For the 5 of y'all that's been in the chat waiting patiently, I seen y'all. Y'all was waiting patiently. I respect that. Um, hold up. Let me go get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Just sit tight. I'll be right back. Are we good now? Are we good? Let's get it. See what we got. See what we got. See what we got. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. First things first, y'all. First things first. I love spreading that word. That's the first thing. So you already get it. Romans chapter 7, verse 15. I don't really understand myself for what I want to do, what is right, but I don't do it. Right? I don't do the right thing, but I want to do what's right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. But if I know that what I'm doing is wrong, this shows that I agree that the law is good. So I am not the one doing wrong. It is the sin living in me that does it. We tend to want to do the right thing. We try to do the right thing. Whether that's, give me a second, I'm sorry. We tend to try to do the right thing. Whether that's trying to not curse, lust, indulge in food, break our promises. We try to do the right thing, but we always find ourselves doing that total opposite, like yelling, screaming, getting angry, repeating the same sin. We find ourselves doing the same thing over and over and over, right? And sometimes it's a struggle. I struggle with it too. I struggle with trying to be not perfect, but try to be righteous and do the right thing. And then I find myself falling right back into the sin, falling right back into anger, depression, emotions, just stuff like that. Just finding myself just falling back down. But that's okay, because even though the things that we want to do, we don't do, but the things that we hate doing, we do it. That's the sin that's living in us, guys. So my advice to y'all and to myself is to continue to seek Christ, continue to give it to Christ, because that's all that matters. Remember, Jesus died for our sins. He covered all of the sins for the past, present, and future generations. So that's the blessing. He's given us a free gift. He given us salvation. He given us grace. He given us so many blessings, right? So all we got to do is sit here and receive it and try to do the best we can to live Christ-like. But we try to do the right thing, we don't do it. I know y'all have problems with trying to do the right thing. You 1 second you might say that, oh, I don't want to curse no more. Then you end up cursing. I don't want to get angry no more. Get angry. I don't want to lie no more. Start lying again. We always do it. We're gonna continue to do it to the day we in the grave. So we're gonna continue to try to focus on Christ, give our life to Christ, and as we continue to grow in Christ, we're gonna be stronger, more faithful, and much wiser. But what's up? What's up, trucking? What's up, trucking? Good morning to you too, man. God bless, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man. That's Romans chapter 7, verse 15. Let's get into it. So trucking. Yesterday we passed our combine. I don't know if you was here yesterday. Let me see if I can find it again. Give me a second. I don't know if you was here yesterday. Let me throw that up there real quick for y'all that didn't see. Where we at? Right here. Bow. What's good, Deontay? Yesterday. Right here. Look at it. 9:19. Y'all see it? 9:19. Yesterday. Well, not yesterday. I'm lying. That wasn't yesterday. That was the mistake. That's when I blew the account. My bad. That's when I blew my PA. Let me, my bad. Give me a second. My bad. I did not mean to put that up. My bad. My day is going good. This is when we passed it. So we blew one on the 29th and we passed one on the 2nd. We blew one on the 29th and we passed it on the 2nd. Right? As y'all can see. I am so sorry. But yeah. We passed the combine. Wow. Congratulations. We passed it yesterday. For everybody that wasn't here yesterday. There you go. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, let's start this daily. We got how many minutes left? 15 more minutes until the market opens. My day is going good, Deontay. How about you? Let's see what we got. News. Do we have any news? We have job opening jolts at 9 o'clock. Okay. Jolts, job opening. Okay. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, on this daily, let's see what we got. Let me erase these charts, man. I got all this old stuff up here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all this junk, all this mess. We don't need this no more. We're starting fresh today. Today's a brand new day. We don't need to be worrying about yesterday. All right, get rid of this. We hit some of that liquidity already. Pump it to these highs. All right, previous day high up here. Previous day low right here. Go to ES. Get rid of this right here too. We had that bounce, had that clear bounce. Get some of that liquidity. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. All right. I'm just being me. No jump in for a second, but I had to run. I'm up 1,500 now. I'm scared because I always blow it after I pass, so I just been studying. That's what's up. Hey, you know how I go, man. You already know how I go. We get into these accounts and then we blow them, and then get back into them and we blow them. But we continue to get stronger and better and smarter at this market. We're going to be able to hold these accounts for like a year now. That's the goal, just to continue to hold these accounts and maybe one day get into a live account. That's my dream, is to get into a live account. I mean, I can. I mean, I had so many opportunities. I just, like you say, blowing them, over leveraging. But let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's see. All right, so we got our previous day high, previous day low on NQ and ES. Keeping it simple today, right? Let's see what we got. Let me look at this market for a second, y'all. Let me look at it. I see that we're pumping higher. We're going green. Look like we're going long, right? Look at ES weekly. Looks like we can continue to go long, but we're gonna see we're still in range. We're still range. Even though the higher time frame is still long, we're still in this range. So we're gonna see what happens. We just gotta take it easy today because it's Tuesday, right? We have jolts coming out at 9 o'clock. Market opens up in 13 more minutes. On the daily, we continue to grind higher. On the daily, grind higher. Can we get this push up to the longs and touch into liquidity above? So we do got some liquidity that's above, some buy side, right? Got some buy side. Surprising a lot more people don't be in here, man. I'm telling y'all, we be getting these trades in. Buy side liquidity, kind of like dirt for a second. Buy side liquidity on NQ, buy side liquidity on ES. See if we can come into that and tap into that today. If not, then maybe sometime this week. All right. See, get rid of that. All right, drop down to a 4 hour. See what we got in these zones. All right, we got some imbalance above right here. Still got some imbalance right here to fill in. On ES, got more imbalance to fill. Let's see, guys. We're gonna see if we can continue to go long. If not, then might be range bound, but we're gonna see. Let me get rid of some of these little zones I had. Excuse me. Let's get it. All right, so we getting this push up. Wow, getting a nice little push. Make that the red. Nice little push. Bob right there too. So ES and Q kind of had that same confluence going on, as you can see. Y'all see it. They got the same look, you know. See if we got any more zones going down to a lower time frame. I still got this 30-minute. Let me push over this 1 hour fair value gap. See if we tap into that. I want to see us respect the. I want to see us break these previous day high and go long, and not reject it and to continue to go short. I want to see us continue to go long. If we don't go long, then and we continue to reject this previous day high, then I'm gonna just take that short. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Cause this is range. Cause look at this. This is range. All right. Even though this was range, but we still in range because we haven't even broke high or lower yet. Tap into some sell side liquidity. Reversed on that. Came back higher. All right, yeah, let's see. Go down to a 1 hour, see what we got. Wow. One hour. All right, bet. Huh. Okay. This is kind of tricky. We got 38 minutes until this 4 hour closes. So about a good 40 minutes until this market close. We're gonna see. I want to see us push into this previous day high. I don't really have no true zones that I'm seeing on this market. I don't see no actual heavy zones that I can get into and say this might be a bounce. So we probably gonna have to just play strictly price action until we get a breakout. Because we already extended high, we came back down, bounced, and extended long again. I want to see us push into that previous day high and see what happens right there. But if the market opens and we get a push, I'm gonna try to take that quick scalp long. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let me look on footprints and see if we have any imbalances that we can probably retrace back into and maybe continue to go long. Because we are range bound. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. We are range. Even though it still look long, I can see us dropping. I can see us pumping and then dropping. We're gonna see. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Let me know if y'all have any thoughts or suggestions on your bait. What's your bias? Let me know in the chat. You know, we're gonna share it today. This market is a little extended. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause at the same time, look, we have the daily. We have this buy side that we can go into, but I don't know if we're gonna consolidate more right at this point. Like for right here, look, this is what I'm worried about. If we can break this, if we could break this area, I'm gonna name this range. If we can break this range and not reject it, I would like to see us continue to go long. But if we stay in this range, then I don't want to see us hit some liquidity and then come right back down and just continue to go sideways. I don't want to see that. Man, this market can get a little tricky. It can get a little tricky. I want to see us break this range and go long. I don't want to see us reject and then go short and then just constantly go sideways. So today I'm hoping we don't go sideways today. I'm hoping. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I want to see us get out of this range. Yeah, we're gonna see. Market opens up in 7 more minutes, y'all. 7 more minutes. On the footprints, everything looks sideways. We already overextended. We already in that second deviation long. So I would say that we might have to sit on hands unless we get a stronger push to some of them highs. It's probably gonna push before the market opens. We're probably gonna touch that previous day high before this market opens. We're gonna see. I just don't see I don't see no adequate zones to bounce off of. Everything just looks so overextended. I mean, we got a zone right here, but we tapped it. We could probably come back into this VWAP probably right here and go long. See, maybe going longer on this VWAP. We're gonna see. I don't know. We're already trying to push into that previous day high. Look at the 15-minute. Same thing. See? That rejection. So quick, man. 4 minutes into the 30 and the 15-minute prints. And then 34 minutes into the 1 hour and 4 hour prints. Gotta be mindful, y'all. This market is in a range. But if you see a trade, take it. I'm not gonna hold you back. Look at ES again, see if we got any more zones that I can probably possibly bounce off of. But I would like to see these longs, man. I would like to see these longs come in. I would love to. But I just hope we don't get faked out and come back down and consolidate. I would love to see us push up. There we go. Get our set straight. Market opens in a few more minutes. Let me know if there's something wrong with the chat. Like chat, I said wrong with the chat. Chat, let me know if there's something wrong with the charts. Let me know if my web is frozen. Let me know if the audio doesn't work. Please let me know in the chat. I'll highly appreciate that. Let me know if anything is wrong. And if I'm explaining something and something is not working, please let me know. That would help out so much. Market's about to open in 3 more minutes. It's getting choppy right here. About to get that push. We're gonna see. My boy trucking up 1,500. That's what's up. Market opens up in a minute 30. Well, a minute 20. Remember, y'all, we in this range. Got a fair value you got right here. We're gonna see. No, I'm gonna put a box right here. I'm gonna put a fair value gap. Since you got a lot of liquidity that lies right here. Or low volume that lies right here that I can get into. See what ES got that I could probably possibly use. ES got, ooh. Hold up. Ooh, hold up right here. Y'all see this? Y'all see this volume node right here? Ooh, crazy. Hold on. Tell me y'all see this. Tell me y'all see this on ES. This right here. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, right? That's a move. But we might get that push though, for sure. Market's open, y'all. Alright, let's see what we got. No sellers on the books. Push up, going to that previous day high. Boom, taps to the previous day high. Oh, what's going on? Of course. Nobody's gonna get that push. It's always bound to do it every single time. But remember, don't trade the first market open. We gotta wait. We patient on that. Just big push. Don't care. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. If we can get a pullback. If not, then this thing is going straight for that 30-minute. We're gonna see. Let's put that out right here. TP1. Buyers are still in control. Look at a 5-minute. See if we can get a retracement. We have, ooh. Well, we are overextended. Just to let y'all know, we are overextended. I want to see us come into these imbalances below and maybe push up higher. We're gonna see. ES hasn't even touched its previous day high yet, so I would like to see us push more. I want to see us come back up into this. I want to see us touch that TP first. See if we can get some more imbalanced fills, and then go for a long. See. Right back underneath that previous day high. Having that rejection. Having a rejection. Having a rejection. Having a rejection. Let's see. Excuse me. Yes. Let's see. Can we get the push? If not, then we might get that drop. No buyers on this tape. No buyers. No buyers. Go to a 5-minute. I need more confirmation. I just need more confirmation. This is a tough spot. This is a tough fight. This is a tug and pull spot, y'all. We see a lot of buyers and sellers are constantly fighting with each other to pick a direction, because we at this range. Remember, this is range. So we're trying to figure out if we're going to break this range, or we're going to go short, continue to go short, or we're going to continue to respect this range and go long and fill in above. Let's see what we got on ES on a 5-minute. Look on. I'm gonna keep it on the 1 hour. I'm gonna keep it on the 1 hour. Keep it on the second 1 hour right here. Got the rejection at the previous day high. Hold up. Yeah. Big range. Big range. Go back to a 15-minute. I'm trying to be patient till I get some more confirmation that these shorts want to come in. But I see a lot of buyers on the tape. A lot of buyers on this tape. Popcorn. Popping popcorn. Let me know if y'all going short or long. Let me know in the chat. I'm trying to watch this to make sure that. Oh, This is a short move. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This is a tough spot for a lot of traders right now. Can we continue to get that push? Or this is gonna be a fake out? Can the sellers take control at this point? We're gonna see. Uh-oh. This is a tough spot for a lot of traders, y'all. Do you need money to start? Yeah, you do. Not a lot though. If you're doing prop firms, where companies provide you the capital, you ain't gonna be spending no more than maybe from $50 to maybe $20 to maybe $150, depending on the prop firm you go with. No sellers on these books. Hey, no sellers. Let's hold up. Wait a minute. I need more confirmation. I'm going into the longs. 10 micros. Put my stop below these lows. I want to see us push. If we don't push, then it is what it is. But we are fighting this range. I'm gonna scale out if we don't break. I'm gonna scale out. I would like to see us push. Actually, I might. Let me go back down to a 5 minute. I'm gonna scale out. Actually, I'm gonna scale out more. I'm gonna go in heavy once I get a confirmation. If I don't get the confirmation, then I'm gonna get out. I don't like how the sellers are still in this on tape. I don't like that. And I'll add if we get that push. They fighting right now. I had to get out because I don't like how they started to even out. It's getting choppy. It's getting real choppy. Man, they're really trying to hold this level. There gotta be somebody active buyer that's holding this level. This level is getting held strong. I'm trying to see. Are the buyers gonna win this one? I don't know. 5 minute, it look like the buyers in control, but hey, the higher time frame shows that we might need to push down some more. Let me get out of it, all the way out of it, down 150. I'm gonna get all the way out of this trade. I need more confirmation. A chop fest. Nah, you don't need much money at all to start at all. Now, if you want to use your own capital, you can. Remember when you trade in minis, you got at least to have when you trade in minis futures, you're gonna need at least 500 to 1,000. When you trade in micros futures, you're gonna need at least 50 to 100 starting off with your own capital. But if you want to trade a prop firm where you can make money from a prop firm, they'll give you the money. They'll give you the account. They'll provide accounts while you give them a subscription. Oh, there we go. We dropping. I don't see no buyers. Hold on. Let me look at a higher time frame. See if we can get that full break. That full push. Just need more confirmation. This is a tricky spot, man. Cause you either scalp in this spot or you either just, this is a tricky spot. You gotta be mindful of this spot. We are coming down off that second deviation, that high That high VWAP. Gotta be very mindful that these shorts can come in, but they're trying to trap. You see a lot of traps. A lot of traps. See, like that. You don't want to get trapped into that. That's why I got out so fast, because I didn't like how this market was going. Are we gonna bounce at this VWAP and continue to go long? We're gonna see. Man, the sellers are nowhere to be found. Where they at? Just make sure that we don't got no big seller that's sitting at the market, or the big buyer that's sitting in the market that I can. Yeah, this is range, y'all. This is range. We gotta be careful. Rejection, 5 minute big wick. I like that wick. That wick just screams long, short. But I don't see the follow through. If I don't see the follow through, then you know what that means. I need follow through. Range. Oh boy. Uh-oh. 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 Are these buyers coming in? Or are we getting faked out again? I'm going in heavier. I want to see us push into that imbalance above. And I'm going to get out. I'm going to take out partials once I see the imbalance get touched. It's 565. 21,565. Once I see that imbalance get touched, I'm taking out partials. We ain't tap it yet. We ain't touch it yet. We might come back down. I mean, of course. I mean, it's bound to happen. Alright, I'm taking out partials right now. I got a mini running right now. I'm gonna take out partials at previous day high. I'm gonna do a limit sell of 5 at the previous day high. Put my stop close. Bop, we out of 5. Now we got 5 runners left. We up 925. Nice, I like that. Put my stop at. Actually, I'm gonna keep my stop tight. I'm gonna risk that 100. I'm gonna risk 100 just in case it wants to just drop down off that imbalance. Let's go. Fake out, baby. A lot of fake outs. Good job, everybody that was in that trade. Good job. Can ES continue to go for that long for that previous day high? Nice. That was a good trade. That was a really good trade. Trying to see if I can add more. Hold up. Y'all can see it? Yeah. See if we can add more. Shout out to everybody that caught that long. Rejection off the previous day high. Let's see if we can get to hold this spot on ES. I want to see us hold this spot. If we can hold this, that'd be nice. If we can't, then, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Man, these sellers are trying to hold it. These sellers are trying to come in, bro. These sellers are trying to come in. These sellers are trying to come in. They might come in. I think this about to drop. Let me drop down to like 3 micros. Uh-oh, here come the buyers. Sellers got absorbed. Uh-oh, never mind. Uh-oh. Actually, see if I should add. I'm gonna see right now. Printing the new candle. Man, these sellers are fighting. We're gonna wait. Sellers are fighting right now. Alright, I'm adding more. I'm in 20. I think it's gonna drop back down a little bit. Let me catch a quick scout. One more push. Can we get a push? I'm gonna scalp out. I'm out of it. Just in case they wanted to drop on us. I don't like that. I don't like that candle. I don't like that volume right there. I don't like that. Oh, okay. Not bad. Can we continue to get that push? These sellers are trying to drop this market. Oh. Tuh. Oh. Can we get that push? One more push. No? I'm in 35 micros right now. Man, these sellers are trying to give it up. Didn't like that move. Didn't like that move. Here come the sellers. Can we get that push up? Can we get that push? Didn't like that move, but that's okay. There we go. Wow, I'm taking out right there again. Scalping. I'm out of 5. I'm out of 30. Now I got 5 runners. Put my stop a little tight. Just a little tight. See if we can get that push. If not, then I'm gonna get out of this because I don't like how I continue to hold this point. It's almost like it's just stalling to break. There we go. Never mind. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice run. Good job. Anybody else in that trade? Good job. Shh. Nice push. Nice push. Let's go. I want to see us pushing to that 21,610 level. I want to see us pushing 21,610 level, and I'm getting out fully. Actually, no. I want to see us go way more into that level. Way more push. Let's see us get. I want to see that push. Let's go. Come on, let's get that push. I want to see us pushing that 21,610 level, that 21,610 imbalance. And if not, then, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sellers are trying to hold this point. Sellers are trying to hold this point. That's okay, though. If we respect this... Ooh. Come on, buyers. Come on, buyers. Tapping into some imbalance right now. I'm adding. I'm at 35 again. See if we can get that push. If not, I'm gonna break out. I'm gonna break even on this. Ooh, drop. Damn. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'll take the 423. I try to go heavy and get the quick scalp push, but hey, that's okay. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Man, that drop came in heavy on the 3 minute. The 5 minute footprint shows that the sellers are still not in control though. We still are, the buyers are still in control. We just need to see, them defend this level. Let's see if these buyers can defend this level. If the buyers can defend this level, we're gonna continue to go long. I just need to see the push. They're holding this level too. We might break down just a tad bit more. Once I see that the sellers are drying up and they can't push no more, then we're going back up above this previous day high. Alright, 1 minute, 2 minute. Alright, 1 minute. Let me see about that spot. We tap into that liquidity. 2 minute, 3 minute. I'm gonna buy 10 right here. I'm gonna buy 10 right here, put my stop right here, and risk the profit. We can hold this spot. Can we hold this spot? Alright, nice. I like that. Looking good. I'm adding more. Can we get that push back into that imbalance above at 21,590? I want to see us push into 21,590. 21,590 push. And I'm gonna take out 30. I'm gonna take out 30. Ooh, here come the sellers. They're trying to come in. Uh-oh, here come the buyers. Alright. Sellers couldn't push it. Can we get that push? I'm gonna look at the 5 minute again. Can we get that push? We should get that push. Come on. Sellers are trying to hold this level, but the buyers are defending it so good. That's what I like about it. I'm gonna take out partials right here. I didn't like that move. I want to see us get that imbalance above 21,590. I don't want to see us drop again. Can we get to, yeah, we getting that push. Come on. 21,590. I want to see us push right into that imbalance above. Bob, come on. You know you want to. This is a tough spot for the buyers. Cause we in this range. But I really believe the buyers gonna follow through and push it all the way up. If we can hold this previous day high, dang, ES is breaking down though. ES is breaking down, but can ES have that rejection and go back up for the longs? I'm gonna see us respect. Nah, ooh, that's a tough spot. Hey yo, I might have to get out of my position if we don't get a nice little entry. If we don't get that push, and no time soon we don't get this push, I'm getting out. I'm cutting it. Okay. Nice. Take out 5 when we get back up there. Get back my my losses. Alright, we tapped into that. Let me take out 5 right here. I'm out of 5. Put my stop a little close, real tight. And let this run. Go back down to a 15 minute. Can ES continue to have that follow through going long? I think ES can. I hope it don't drop on us. I want to see us tap into that 21,610 level. That's the level I really want. 21,610 level. You know what? If we can tap into that, I'm gonna add more. I want to see us tap into that move, that level, 21,610 level. That's what I'm aiming for. See if we can get a nice retracement, and if the sellers can dry up, I'm going long. I want to see the sellers dry up first, and then I'm gonna get back in long. They looking weak on the 15-minute. They looking weak on the 10-minute. They look weak on the 5. Nah, not really weak on the 5-minute. Let me look at the 3-minute. Do they look weak on the 3-minute? Come on, 3-minute. No. So look, it's a tricky spot because remember we're not getting that break. We need to get the break of structure. I would like to see us get that break. If we can get that break, that's gonna tell us everything we need, right? Get that break of structure. Wow. ES continue to break down. I don't like that. I don't like that. Can buyers defend this level? If buyers defend this level, you know what's happening. But the sellers are definitely trying their best. Can we get this break? Once we get this break of structure, y'all know what's happening. I want to see that 610. I want to see that 620 level. That's my TP. My first TP is at 620. Go ahead right here. Wow, right there. Let's get it. Footprints on the footprints. The sellers, I mean, the buyers are still in control on the footprint. Sellers are trying to push this level, but the buyers are holding this level strong. But we are in this range. If we can get that break and that close, that's gonna be a nice indication that we can go long. But see, we're not getting that follow through. Uh-oh. Is this the break? Or is this a fake out? Come on, start at break even. Just to save capital and preserve profits. All right, so we're pushing into the 600s right now. I want to see us get into that 610 level. I don't want to see us reject. Like that. I want to see us close. If we can close above this point, I'm adding more. If we close above that 600 level, I'm adding more. I want to see us close above the 600 level. Hold that level. Sellers try to push it, but they can't push. They get absorbed. I would like to see the sellers get absorbed above the 600 level, and then we go long for that 620 TP. Okay. It's looking tough though. I ain't gonna lie. This is a tough trade because a lot of people are trying to push this level back down to the shorts. All right, we got the break. Trying to see if I should add. I'm just waiting for these sellers to dry up and get absorbed. If they get absorbed, then I'm definitely gonna add up. I'm gonna add 30 micros and go full. No, not 30. I mean, not 30. Yeah, 30. Big drop. Big drop. Let me give myself another stop because since I'm going for that first TP, I'm gonna give myself some room on the stop. No sellers on the 3-minute. No sellers on the 2-minute. Sellers on the 1-minute. 5-minute. 10-minute. Look at the 10-minute. Just trying to see if when I should add. ES is still just lagging. Ugh, I don't like that. Hey, they trying to keep us in this range. They trying to keep us in this range. That's what's crazy. Can we get that continuation long? Ooh, what was that? What is that? 9 o'clock news. That's what that was. 9 o'clock news. We out. It took us out of the trade. We up 1383. I take it. I take it. News came out. That's what I should have paid attention. News came out. That's probably why we was lagging a little bit. Man, we tapped that 610, that 620 level easily with a breeze. No sellers on the books. I see no sellers on the books. I'm gonna continue to go long. See. Oh, okay. Nice push though. Nice push. I like that push. That was a nice push. I ain't gonna lie. That news really gave it. That news really sealed the deal on the longs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I like this range, but it just. I hope we don't consolidate around here. I mean, we hit first TP. First TP was hit. Let me look at our executions. Constant longs. We just kept buying up every short. Every short we saw, we kept buying up and selling. Kept buying up and selling. And we finally took the last long. That's what's up. I don't know, y'all. It's getting tricky right here. Uh-oh. We bought up every short. Every time we seen a dip, we bought up. Every time we seen a dip, we bought up and sold. Nice push. I'm out of this trade. I already hit my first TP. Nice push. We're pushing into this 30 minute supply zone. Nice push. Nice. All right, let me take out the executions. All the way to 840. Try to apply 2 minute. I'm looking for another trade too, y'all. Look for another trade. 840. Give me a second. I'm just doing something right now. And them shorts came in heavy. Oh my goodness. Them shorts came in happy. 21,620. 21,620. I'm coming, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, bet. How long did it take you to learn? So I learned trading. I learned trading 2 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, actually. And one thing I've learned was that. So I learned trading 3 years ago, but I really started catching on to my edge. Like your edge. Like what is your trading style? My edge, like within this year, and everything started clicking. I started realizing, man, I got so many strategies. What do I do with these strategies? Eventually, the market, each given day, week, or month, you're gonna have to change your strategy to accommodate for, your edge. You're gonna have to change your strategy to accommodate for your edge, because like sometimes you'll have a strategy like supply and demand, and then you realize supply and demand is not doing what it's supposed to be doing in the way you learned it, right? So I realized, man, some days I use a certain strategy, some days I use another strategy, and I didn't like that. I started flip flopping a lot because I was never perfected out of these strategies, because I was always trying to figure out, if I think that it's going to go long, why is it not going long? And if I think it's going to go short, why is it not going short? Then I started thinking about this, and I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. If I got all of these strategies and they're not executing correctly, me using prop firms, what is it can I do to add to myself or to my skills in order for me to continue to find a profitable trade or a constant trade? I needed some deeper meaning. And I realized after doing a lot more studying, I need way more depth of market. I need way more order flow. I needed to see behind the scenes, behind the candles, because I couldn't see when the sellers were going to sell, when the buyers were going to buy. Even though the candles were forming in a direction, like you might see, oh, this is dry. The buyers that look like they're drying up, let me sell. The sellers that look like they're drying up, let me buy. But that don't mean confirmation. And even when you see a breakout, doesn't mean that it's going to be a breakout. But I needed way more confirmation, and that's when I realized I needed something behind the scenes to tell me that, like right there. How would you have known right now if you seen this chart? Like, how would you have known? You need bro. I mean, you can go with a prop firm. Like right now, I'm with Top Step. They charge you. I'm gonna show you right now. So how would you have known off this candle alone that these shorts are about to come in? How would you have known? You wouldn't have known, right? There's no way you would have known these sellers would have came in heavy like that. But I have order flow, and with me trading and getting more confident, like with me reading the charts and looking at my TP and saying, hey, this is a level that I know it may reject off of. I need something else to tell me, hey, there's a lot of people getting into this sale too. So I needed way more clarity. And me looking at the order flow is telling me, hey, there's a lot of sellers coming in. Get ready to sell this market. And that's how I was able to sell. That's how I was able to buy. But how much you need to start? Man, I forgot y'all really like, man, I thought y'all was really like novice or like actual rookies in this game already. Let me show you. So I can show you. Let me do something real quick. So we up almost 1380 or 1380, right? Sellers came in and we just sold back up. But I'm not about to keep risking this profit. So we done for the day. I'm not gonna trade no more. I think that's good enough. Just in case we do consolidate, because I said we was gonna be in this range. I had a feeling that we was gonna be in this little range. So let me see. Let me get out of this. Close this out. And let's bring you to what y'all want to see. I'm gonna bring y'all to what y'all want to see. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I don't know what your level is. Like I don't know how much you're willing to put up. I mean, if you want to disclose that, you can. I mean, it's just money, but I don't know how much you're willing to put up. But if you're trying to save money, I would say go with a prop firm. If you're trying to spend money and say I want to skip the middleman and put your own money, then we could talk about that. So I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm gonna show you what I use. I could do that for you. But if you could tell me in the chat like, yeah, I'm trying to use my own money, then okay, I get that. You really got to spend 1,000 or whatever. But if you want to use somebody that can give you an account to help you get payouts, then I can show you that. And that's what I'm using right now. So give me a second. Let me put this up for you so you can see what I'm seeing. Window capture, top, name it top. Wow. Put them up so you can see them. I use Top Step and I also use dang, oh my goodness, forgive me. Use Apex. Oh my goodness. I also use Apex. Trying to make sure this fits right so you can see it. Alright, you see it. Also, let me put up Apex too so you can see that too. Apex Trader Funding. Y'all see my my book maps too. I mean my bookmarks. Hold on, y'all. All right, we back. Did we just lag? Oh, there we go. All right, we back. My bad. All right, so I use these two right here, right? These are the two I use. I use Top Step, which is pretty simple. When you go down on Top Step, you're gonna have 3 accounts that you could pick from. Okay, 3 accounts. You got the 50K, got the 100K, got the 150K. There's a profit target that you have to get to. There's a max size that you have to use in these contracts. So when you pick an account, these are the profit targets that you have to get to in order to pass the accounts to start get payouts. Okay. And these are the max position size that you can use in contracts in order to pass these accounts. Like on a 50K, you can use 5. On 100, you can use 10. On 150, you can use 15. This is the max you can lose if you blow the account. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Okay. This is the most popular one, which is the one I like to use because we just passed our account with this. Let me see. I'm showing y'all. Once you pass the account, you get this email. I'll show you. You get this email every time you pass. You know, I got it yesterday. What's it? It's the 3rd. I got it yesterday at 9:21 a.m. You know, welcome, congratulations on becoming a Top Step funded trader. You can start making, you can start making money, right? Once you pass that, you get this email right here. But this is what you pay. This is what you use in order to buy an account. You can either buy 50K, you can either do 100K, whatever your limit is, and you can see how much it costs. $49 a month, $99 a month, $149 a month. You pick one that's, that you feel that you're willing to spend the money on. Whatever your budget is, you pick the one, right? Just know that the higher you go into the accounts, the more you have to make for the profit target. If you think you can make that 9,000 in 4 to 5 days, by all means do it. If you think you only can make 3,000, you feel like that's a good amount of room for the price point. Because look, When you buy these accounts and you pass these accounts, you're stuck with the number amount of contracts and loss limit that you're willing to have. So if you buy 150K, if you buy 150K, you get only 15 contracts. You get 15 contracts and you get a drawdown of 4,500. If you buy 50K, you only get 5 contracts with a drawdown of 2,000. So your drawdown is smaller, right? So you can start small or you can start big. On Apex, it's the same way. You come down, you know, blase blase. When you read all of the offers, read all of the what they're about, you know, you just read it. But you go down to the accounts. You could choose a wealth chart plan. That's just a platform. You could choose Rhythmic. That's just a platform. Or you can use Tradeovate, which I use. That's the platform. I use Tradeovate. TopStep, they use you can use Tradeovate. You can use, they got so many the platforms you can use. Like right now, you see how I was using TopStep, that trading platform I was using. They provide that. All you got to do is download it, right? You can pick from these accounts. So on Tradeovate, you can pick 25. If they can let me scroll over, you got 25. You got 50K. Come on, keep going. You got 100K. You know, you got so many accounts you can buy from. And if you use this code right below, if you want to use Apex. You see how the amount right now, I'm gonna show you the amount right here is 167, 147. If you use this code right here, this discount code, that guy, you can get 70% off, 80% off, even 90% off when you buy these accounts, right? So it's either Apex or TopStep. And it's pretty simple. Just go to the accounts. You got more accounts. They got Tradeify. They got Take Profit Trader. They got Future Ones. They got so many prop firms out there, depending on what you're trading. Either you're trading Forex, they got so many out there. Forex, Future, well, I don't know about options. I'm not sure about options. But Forex and Futures, I know for sure they got a lot of prop firms. And these prop firms provide you accounts that you can buy. Either you can go small or either you can go big. The smaller you go, the smaller the profit target. The bigger you go, the bigger the profit target. The smaller you go, the smaller the weight, the smaller amount you have before you blow an account. The bigger you go, the bigger the drawdown before you blow an account. And they give you a max amount of contracts on each account, right? So as you can see here, see if I can stop it. So look, okay, you could drag it. Never mind, you could drag it. As you can see here, let's say you wanted to start with damn, these are hot, 300K accounts, 250K accounts. Let's say you want to start at the beginning, 25,000K account, 25K account, right? You get 4 contracts. You just got to make a profit goal of 1,500, right? And you use Tradeovate if you want to. You could be Tradeovate. You can use Rhythmic. You can use Wealth Charts. These are just different platforms that you can use that you feel that, oh, that's more friendly to your needs. That's all it is, right? I like using Tradeovate because I like the entries. I like the platform itself. I love that it's the real-time data. I love how on spot the entries are. That's what I like about Tradeovate. With TopStep, I use TopStep X. That was the platform I was just using a second ago that you see me trading on, which is really user-friendly. I like them. And I use the 50K. I could use the 150K, but who wants to spend $150 a month and gotta make 9,000? Unless you like that, unless you know how to trade and you're like up there, you can make 9,000 in no time. But if you like, you know, I want to start off small. I want to make at least 3,000 on profit target to pass. I will start off with this. If you're not so, you know, if you like amateur friendly, you want to be, you know, you're more of a rookie, more of a novice, you want to start small, I would do that. Even with Apex too, you can start with a 25K, 50K, and it don't cost you 147 or 167. You can use the code right here. Use that code. The deal right now is 70% off. Like 2 days ago, it was 90% off. We had a code right here. I'm gonna show you. This was just a second ago. If you was here, see if I can find it for you. Give me a second. We had this going on that just came out, 90% off on Apex. Use code that guy, but that ended on the 30th, right? And remember, these people have Discords, so you can see when there's the latest codes, the latest drops, the latest discounts, the latest promos. You just gotta follow their Discord. All you gotta do is go to their website. Go to their websites, right? Hold up. Go to their websites, right? Apex, Top Step, go to their websites. Look at their Instagram, their Discord, and you can see the latest news on promos, latest news on discounts. And you just buy you an account. So you'll press an account right here. Boom. Press your account, right? Hold on, let me fix this up. Give me a sec, y'all. Press your account. Come on. Begin the whatever this is. Let's confirm you're a human. The hats. What's a hat? All right. Successful. You log in. Now you gotta log in your name and stuff. Start trading. Start logging in your government name, your email address, your username, and your password. Once you sign in, you get you an account. Same thing with Apex. Let's say if I want to try sorry for stuttering. Let's say if I want to try a 25K account. You press it, you get started. Same thing with Apex. You put in your name, your email, your address, and once you sign this up, once you fill this in, it's going to sign you up. You can put in the code, like right here. Like you might say, let me fill in my name. QWE, last name, QWE, email, QWE at Gmail, right? Whatever it is, right? Let's say confirm your email, create a username, QWE123, whatever, right? Save a password, put in your city and your address, because this is going to be documented for taxes, right? This is what this is for. You know, you're going to be filling this stuff in, and then you got a coupon code. You can use my coupon code, that guy, bow, you know? You can use, oh, my bad. Yeah, see, you can use that guy. Bam. Just that easy. And then you use the coupon code and you're going to see a green. See how this green marker right here pops up? And that's how you apply for it. It's pretty simple. You sign the agreement and then there you go. You got an account. You download all of the platforms. You start working with the platform and you start kind of like getting yourself familiar with it. And that's it. But you can come back over here and watch me trade and you can see how I do it. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Real simple, easy peasy. Knew we was gonna consolidate right here. Had a feeling we was gonna consolidate. I'm gonna log back into my thing so y'all can see it. So you're like, well, okay, so let me see the platform again. I'll show you the platform. They're gonna give you your email. They're gonna give you your name and your password. Right? Bow. See? Oh, hold on, y'all can't see it. My bad. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, now it should pop up anytime because I'm on stream right now. But yeah, you can trade. You could also trade a real live brokerage account. But I'm gonna get to that soon. So this is it. This is what we made today. This is where we at with it. What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, the past thing. That's what that was. Get rid of that. Oh, and also, guys, that's that Bible scripture. So yeah, now we in this range, right? ES finally hit that previous day high. We're right above it. I think we're going to continue to go long. We're going to see. And you can start taking payouts. You can start requesting payouts. Once you pass the accounts, you can request payouts. Moving sideways after we caught that big play. So that's why I'm not trading right now, because we're in this range. And I don't like being in the range. But I think we can continue to go long. We can probably get a rejection, maybe get a bump, or maybe get a nice little bounce somewhere, and then go long, continue long. But for the most part, we're range bound. If you don't want to do the God bless you, hoping you prosper, keep up the good work, man. Hey, God bless you too. I'm always here. If you didn't understand what I said, and if you need more advice, just give it to me. I'm not gonna give you no financial advice, but I can give you direction on what I trade. What I trade is Top Step and Apex. I do work on I do live accounts, but as when you do a live account, you're entering the market on an actual market. Once you do a transaction on the market, you're live. But when you're in a prop firm, you're simulated, but you can still get payouts until they move you to a live account. So you use a prop firm to help you make money, to save you money. So I can put in 1,000 on a live account, or I can spend $50, pass an account, and start getting payouts from them, and start paying myself thousands of dollars. Without, I mean, you can do both. If you're good like that, if you're like one of those ones, you know for sure you know how to trade, by all means, go ahead, do a live. Spend your thousands. But if you think, I want to save and see if I can make money out of their accounts. Let me see if I can draw money out of their accounts, but saving me money. By all means, do that. It works like that. And this thing been around for a long, long time. This ain't buying stocks. You're trading on commodities. You're trading on instruments like NQ, gold. So anything that's a CME is what you're trading in futures. Anything that's what is it called in Forex? A currency, that's Forex. But you don't own none of the shares. That's the thing. We don't trade this to own nothing. We're trading this we trade this market to determine whether this market can go up or down. And we are either buying or selling based off those points. That's all it is. We're just buying and selling transaction points on where this market may go. That's all it is. We're not buying and selling stocks. We're not holding these instruments. We're just getting in and getting out to make us a profit. That's it. This is not stock trading. This is actual buying and selling of an instrument. That's all it is. You just have the privilege to trade these commodities, the privilege to trade these equities, the privilege. That's all it is. You don't own no shares at all when you trade these. So yeah, we're getting that pump. But once you learn how to trade, you know, you do studies online. I could come up with a course, but man, I need to get my whole thing together. Right now I'm just streaming until I really get my whole platform in line, because I realized that I have a lot going on right now, so I'm kind of taking my time. Sideways. So yeah. Other than that, I'm not gonna force no trade. We already had TP hit that, bounced off that. That was what I really wanted to see us pop at. ES is pushing at that previous day high, getting that respect. We're gonna see if we can continue to go long. It's a tough spot for a lot of traders. A lot of people don't know. You know, a lot of people don't know what's going to happen. If you don't have that footprint or that order flow, it's going to be hard to see when these market wants to start going long, or when these market. How long does day trading take roughly? How long? What do you mean, like how long? Like, do you mean like how long does it take to learn? Is that what you asking? How long does it take to learn this? We're not getting that break. Kind of getting that rejection like that. That's first TPs, which is crazy. How long does day trading take? To like learn day trading? No, like each day, like almost like a shift. No, like each day, almost like a shift. Like I said, wait, like give me an example. Like, what do you mean, like a shift? Like, you sound like a job? Like, how long does it take to like make money? That's what you're asking? Like, kind of break that down, because I'm kind of confused. Like, kind of give me an understanding so I can really like answer your question to a full extent. Then we're getting that push on ES, but NQ not following through. Like, is it like how long? Oh, you talking as to how long I gotta sit here? That's what you mean? Like, how long do I have to sit here and trade? If I'm sitting here all day, I'm just streaming. I'm just trying to make my stream get popular. That's all it is. Trading, you could trade for like 10 minutes and you're done for the day. If you know what you're doing, I do this because I stream. Like right now, like I'm up. You see how long did it take me to make that profit? It didn't take me till I started trading. I started trading the first couple of hours of the market being open. I got on at 8 o'clock. Like right here, look, boom. See if I can show it. At 8 o'clock, right? You see 8 o'clock? I got it at 8 o'clock right here, boom. Around 8 o'clock. I watched the market. Oh, let me make it smaller so you can see it better. I got on right here, right? And it's right now it's 9:30. I took my trades. Let me see what. Let me show you what I took my trades at. Let me go to charts. Go to executions. I took my trades right here. I started taking trades at around 8:39. So I get on at 8 o'clock to kind of get this computer prep, to get everything prepped for my stream. But I start trading at 8:30 because what happens at 8:30? The market opens. Futures and Forex is already open all day, every day. Literally. Except weekends. But futures is open all day, every day. But the volume don't start kicking in stocks at 8:30. So when 8:30 comes in, I start taking my trades. My trade period literally didn't last all the way until, let's see. My first trade and my last trade didn't last all the way up to, dang, I didn't finish trading until like 30 minutes. So I've been on here for like 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, really. I stopped trading for 30, 40 minutes. So I started at 8:30 and ended at like 9:10 or 9 o'clock. Here's my trade right here. See all my trades I took? These are all of it right now. When I bought, when I sold. Blue means bought, red means sold. That's it. Some people trade maybe first 5 minutes and they done for the day. I wait for a setup. I wait for a setup to develop. Wait for the market to develop on me, and then once it develops, I take my trade. That's that. Just that simple. And you can go about your day. And that's it. Once you get your trade in, you can go about your day. You don't even have to trade unless you a weirdo. And I'm not saying weirdo, but like you a freak of nature for trading. Like you like, I love this stuff so much. I gotta trade 24 hours a day. You're crazy. Unless you love it. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But if you gotta be a crazy person to want to trade all day and look at these charts all day, because there's a lot of consolidation points, a lot of sideways action. But once the market open, you catch that volume. Bing, bop, bam, catch your trade, get in, get out, call it a day, go eat some pizza, go play with kids, bring them to the park, do what you do on a daily basis, do what you do. And that's it. And remember, the market is open 23 hours a day. Closes at 4 o'clock, opens at 5 o'clock. Closes at 4 o'clock, opens at 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Monday, the market opens actually on Sunday night at 5 o'clock. And then it closes at Friday on 4 o'clock. But each day between Monday through Friday, it closes on 4 o'clock and opens back up at 5 o'clock. 23 hours a day. 6 days a week. Because it starts at 6. I mean, it starts on Sunday at 5 o'clock and closes at 4 on Friday. Yeah. So you could trade if you're working, you could trade at 11 o'clock. You see how much value? Look at this. This is at 6 in the evening. 7 in the evening, 9 at night, 8 at night, 9 at night. You could be trading. No, actually, I'm lying. This is in the morning. I'm lying. Right here, you could be trading at nighttime, right? You could trade at nighttime. If you know what you're looking for, you can trade at any time of the night. In the afternoon, in the evening, however you want. All right, market came down. Can we respect this area and get this push back up? We're going to see. 5 minute closes in 30 seconds. 15 minute closes in 10. Let's see. We got, yeah. Look at ES. We are in range pretty much. Had a feeling it was going to be in this range. Had a feeling. Getting that breakdown. I don't like ranges. I really don't. But it can't help you. Is range? I like ranges because I like ranges to a certain extent, but I hate them because you got to be patient. That's the point about ranges I don't like, the patient. But ranges definitely can give you a understanding of where this market wants to continue to go if you're patient enough. I just don't like to be patient. I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes and wait. Oh, it finally had a breakout. 3 hours later, finally had a breakout. I want to catch my trade as soon as the market open. The first 2 hours or 3 hours of the market open, I'm ready to catch my trade. I don't want to sit at this computer all day. But I sit here because of y'all. I sit here because I like to stream. That's why I sit here. But yeah. That's that. Okay. Up 1383 on the day. We did good. We did real good. I just don't like it. Look at this range. We like, what is range? Like, what is this? Look at all this chop. Did we break lower? No. Did we break higher? No. What we doing? Sideways. Look at these sideways candles. Which way you going off the sideways? Nowhere. You either scalping this market, getting in and getting out, and that's it. But you ain't going nowhere if you're not getting that break. People getting chopped up in this market right now. So you might say, oh, I'm gonna catch a long right now. Like, boom, this is a pop. But then again, you might drop. Oh, it's so overextended. It finally short down. Let me go ahead and fill this back up. You need more confirmation. You don't even know if these shorts might just continue to come down. You need something to tell you that this market might come down. You might scalp this, but look how fast it drops. Look how fast it's ready to see. Look how fast it just wants to come back down. You might say, hey, this was a good spot. This red came in. We didn't get the break. You know, the red came in. We didn't get the break. These loans about to come in. How do you know that? Just because you can look at the pattern all day, how would you know that this wants to continue to go short? I mean, to continue to go long. How do you know that this market wants to bounce back up and go long? I don't see nothing that's telling me that. Because on the footprints, it's showing me that it's sideways still. I'm still seeing sideways. It still looks sideways on a 5 minute. Still looks sideways on a 15 minute. Right? We in range right now. Almost like we creating a Dorito. I'll show you right here. We squeezing out. That's what it looks like to me. Like we squeezing out. See that? Hold up. My bad. We're squeezing out. Wow. Where are we going? Are we gonna break this Dorito? I call it Dorito because it looks like a nacho cheese Dorito. That's why I got it from Dobie on Top Step. But look, see? Like a head or something. Can we break this zone? Can we break this? Can we get out this range? You know? 5 minutes about to close in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Are we gonna still be in this range and continue to go sideways? But hey, shout out to you for even standing around, and if you still in the chat, shout out to you for standing around and like watching and stuff. Cause people are gonna leave because they think that it's sideways. You might get the breakout in the next 10 minutes for real. But I'm glad we caught the trade before this market started consolidating. That's a good thing because I realized that was a big zone. That was a big imbalance that they wanted to fill and to bounce off of and reject. So I was willing to take that as a TP. I was looking for the bounce. Look, man, it's textbook. I put this zone earlier. When I first started this market, when I first got on, this to me is a zone. I like this zone right here. I wanted to see us bounce at this area and go long at the first TP. See us get above this previous day high. I love that we closed above this previous day high. That was nice. I like that. Jumping down to a 30 minute, jumping down to a 15 minute, jumping down to a 5 minute. I like how we respected on this red candle right here. Respected this previous day high and continue to go long. Actually, I'm lying. Right here, bow. I like how we respected this, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I like how we respected this right here, this block. Rejected highly off this block and wanted to continue to go for this liquidity above and tap into this first previous day, this TP and tap into this imbalance above. That was our play. This right here was our play. But this right here is a consolidation where the market wants to continue to accumulate and stuff. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that accumulation. If you're trading that, you're getting trapped. You're getting trapped. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I see and this is what I take. We came into this fair value gap again. This imbalance right here, this low volume node right here. I like this. Came into that, bounced off that, nice rejection. Instant green, go long. Had the break right here of these long lines right here. Came back down with this red candle, respected this zone right here, instant long, go long. You want to get confirmation before you take your trade. If you're not getting confirmation, no breakout. Like what I mean by breakout is if you ain't seeing no breakout above, right? I'm gonna show you. If you're not seeing no breakout above these zones, if you're not seeing no breakouts above these zones, I'm gonna get rid of this Dorito too, because this is, you don't need to see that. Right? If you're not getting no breakout above or below, then what are you trading? This is what you're trading. This is what you're trading. Right? If you're not getting a break, what I mean by break is I want to see it break and close above or below these wicks. If you're not getting that, then what you're trading? You're trading chop. You're trading up and down. And you don't want to trade that. Because you can find yourself shorting, getting wicked out, longing, getting wicked out. Right? I want to see these break. Before I take a trade, I want to see it break. Don't worry about it being a big play. Don't worry about this play. Let's say if it did this right here, right? Let's say the market did this right here. Let's say the market did this right here. Dropped down, but didn't close. Literally, doesn't even close right here. It would drop, but doesn't even close past this point, and then bounce back up like this. Right? And then bounce again like that. And then bounce again like that. I want to see it close. I want to see it close these points. Once it close, I know for a fact I'm going to look for a retest and go long. Once it close below this point, I'm going to look for a retest and go short. That's how I trade. Hey, can you explain that again, please, Trucking? What part? Give me the details of what I was explaining again. Oh, like the breaker structure? That, like right here when I was talking about when I was going long? Right here? Like right here or like right here? Let me know. Like what was I saying? Like give me like the keyword I was talking about. Because I realize this is probably valid information, but I'm not a financial advisor. You're taking my advice. And as we continue to do these streams and continue to, I'm gonna keep on being held accountable for my trades. It's gonna make me a better trader. It's gonna make us a better trader because you're gonna see what I'm seeing, and I'm gonna see what you're talking about, so I can really stand out. So what part, Trucking? Like what part what you was that you wanted me to explain again? That you kind of said, hey, I need to understand this again. And I can explain to you what I'm talking about, or what I'm seeing. TES? TES? Wait, what? TES? What do you mean TES? Hey, I'm a little slow a little bit. I'm a little remedial sometimes. Just structure. Breakup structure? Am I right? You wanna know about what I'm talking about, breakup structure? Yes or no? Breakup structure? And breakup structure. Okay, bet. So look, let's go back to the daily. I'm gonna go to the daily. Right? The daily. The day. PDH means previous day high. PDL means previous day low. The previous day low. I'm on a previous day, right? You see this as range. Oh, what is this right here? Wow, let me get rid of that. You see this as range. You're like, okay, that's range. What happened when we didn't get the breaker structure right here? On the previous day, what happened? This market, you always want to start, to me, I start at the higher time frame to see where the market's gonna go in that day. And I try to fix my bias on that day on where the market may go for the whole day. So for example, let's say we know the longs, this market been green, long. You got your balance below. The first art about breaker structure, right? Let's start off from the beginning, the very beginning. What is all of these lines? Hold on. Let me get back. My kids are going crazy. All right, we back. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's move this over. We're on the daily right now. I don't understand how I got so many lines right here. Interesting. How did it just print all these lines and just... Am I tripping? Where did these boxes just come from? So crazy. Anyways, back to it. Back to it. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I'm not muted. We good. All right, bet. So break a structure. Break a structure is when you have a break a structure. Let's say this is break a structure. I'm gonna make this red or white. I'm gonna make this white. When you have a break a structure, right? You want to see the candle, not the wick, not the wick, not the wick. Get rid of that. Whatever this is. I don't know what that is. Not the wick, not the wick. You want to see the candle close above the high in order to be a breaker structure. So you say, is this a breaker structure? Right? Is that a breaker structure? Make this higher. Right? Breaker structure, question mark. Is that a breaker structure? That is a break of structure. We made a higher high, but we didn't get the close above this. So what happens when you don't get the close above this? See what happens? You get the short. That usually could happen. What happens when you don't get the breaker structure low? Like right here. It don't have to be at a high. It don't have to be right here. It could be right here. What happens if you don't get the breaker structure right here? Right? What happens right here? You didn't get the breaker. Did you get the breaker structure right here? No. Did you get the breaker structure right here? No. What happens when you don't get the breaker structure? You get the reversal. Right? Right here. So a breaker structure could be at a high. It could be at a previous candle. It could be at this candle. You just want to see a candle close past the wick for a breaker structure. You want to see that close. If you don't see that close, expect to get ready for a reversal. That's how I trade. So right here, look. Since we didn't get the breaker structure at this high, and we try to get the breaker structure down right here, we came down the next day. We didn't get the break. This candle didn't close this wick. So the next day, we try to do it again. We went for liquidity, but we didn't get the close past that wick or this wick or even this wick. So what happened? Since we didn't get the close, this is, by the way, to me, this is CISD right here. We didn't get the close. We got the bounce. So you wait for the market to give you confirmation. Where would you want to get bounced at? You're looking for a zone. So since we didn't get that break, I'm expecting us to continue to go long, but I want to get a good entry. Where at? Right here. This is where I want to get in my entry. I'm going to put the red line and we're going to go back. And this is a higher time frame. So let's say if I drop down to 1 hour and we're going to follow the same line to look at where it was at. Bop, right here. Or actually right here. The market, we knew on a daily that this market did not want to continue to go short, even though we didn't get the break. The higher time frame is still long, because look how much we're pumping. We're still long, right? We came back down for some liquidity, pumped back up, but didn't break. This is sideways. Okay, remember this. Now you're in sideways motion. Now you're in a sideways range. I get that. We didn't get the break. We came back down. We're looking for liquidity. We came back down to fill us in balance. Boom, I get that. But we didn't get the break to go short. This not confirming that we're going to go short. This to me confirms that we might get a bounce and go long, right? We didn't get all we did was get a wick. So let me go down. We go down to a 1 hour or maybe even a 4 hour. Let's do a 4 hour. The red line is that bounce point where I was at. What we have right here is a fair value gap. I like this point. We didn't tap into this, which I find very interesting. We didn't tap into that. So I put this box right here, drag it over, and what happened right here? We respect this spot. The wick came down, but respect it. What do we wait for? I don't go off of volatility. I go off of close. You see right here, did we get the close past this wick or past this wick? No, look right here. See? It didn't close past that wick. It stayed above. See? We didn't get that close. What that determines? A long comes in. If we don't get the close above that, what happens? A short comes in. If we don't get the close below, back again below this, what happens? A long comes in. You see what I'm saying? You see? Now we got the break. Now this is the break. Now you see a break. Look at the break right here. This is a break. We got the break right here, and what happened? It pumped, and when it retests, it comes back into this area for retracement and shoot back up for the highs. You see it? Now when you get into a smaller time frame, you can see it on a better scale. That's all it is. I like to trade breaker structure. I like to see confirmation saying, hey, this market wants to continue to go long. This market wants to continue to go short. And then you can also draw these. You can also draw this to kind of give you more confirmation for a floor. That could be our floor, right? Let me go ahead and put that right there. See, I like using this. I like using support, but let me get that out of the way. That's probably too much. But as you can see, if we don't get a close below, we going long. If we don't get a close high, we going short. That's how I like to trade. So let me get back to the point I was making earlier, where we took that trade, so you can see what I was talking about. So let me get rid of all this nonsense. Let me get rid of all this. Yapping. I've been yapping the whole time, really. Compared to somebody can explain this a lot better. Let's get back to the point. So my point I was making right here when I first took my trade was this. Let me get rid of all this. Get back up here. So starting today I seen that the longs wanted to come in, right? I was like, okay. You like, but Quasi, you didn't get that long. You didn't get that close above this long right here. Yeah, I get that. But the thing is, the wick was so big and so drastic, and that it didn't want to break at all, that I knew that we wanted to continue long, because we got a big wick right here that we got to fill in. I want to see us fill this in, because look how big this wick is. Even though we didn't get the break right here, you might say, okay, the shorts might come in. We didn't get the break down here. Okay, the longs might come in. But then what else do we have? You see this wick, but then look at this wick. This is a lot more liquidity, a lot more stops, a lot more entries that I would love to see us tap into. So I go down to a 4 hour. What happened? Go down to a 4 hour. We got the breaker structure right here. I'm going to put that right there. BOS. Breaker structure. Bop, right? Breaker structure. How did we get the breaker structure? Because this green 4 hour candle passed these highs, right? We're passing all of these highs up, right? We got high right here, high right here, high right there. We passed it. And then what happens? You come back up, you come down for the retracement. If you respect this, you go long, right? Hold up. Okay, we back. So right here, so this happened. So this is, what time is it? It's 9:55. So this is at 4 o'clock. So okay, so you're like, dang, the market's pumping, right? We got this. That's what I was saying earlier. I was like, man, this market already extended. Cause look, on the 4 hour, the sellers start drying up, and we had that rejection right here. And dang, look at that big pump we had right at 5 this morning. It's like, okay, this thing is extended. What else am I looking for? What else did I say we had that we've been had for the longest? We had this 30-minute supply zone target that I had for the longest. All you're looking for is breaker structure. What I'm looking for is breaker structure. I don't understand the range or structure. So the wick has to feel same as imbalance. Yeah, the wick is, bro. The wick is like an imbalance. The wick and the wick. You might say, look, what's the difference between this? Here, look at this. What is this on the daily? I'm gonna show you right now. You might see the candle and say, oh, this is the imbalance. Look at this, look. Oh, this is the imbalance right here. Look at this right here. That's the imbalance. That means we gotta feel this, right? Right? All right, watch this. What is this on the daily? The wick. It's the wick. All you gotta do is break it down in the time frame. You'll know that this is where the market wants to go. Like once you see where the market wants to go, you just follow that trend. right? That's all it is. You see, the wick is the imbalance, right? So let's say right here, boom, I drop down. It's like, okay, this market is extended. I get it. On a 1 hour, we had our pop. Oh shoot, hold up, my bad. We had our pop. We had this respect, man, beautiful respect. 4 hour break. 4 hour break, 1 hour break. Even we broke this high too. I would want to see a rejection, and I would like to see a retracement, a retest, respect this area, and go long again. Which, look how perfect it did it perfectly. Beautiful, beautiful bounce. You gotta withstand this right here in your trade. You just gotta make sure that you withstand these wicks. If you could wait and go, okay, I see these will try to push down, but the buyers held. The buyers defended this area. The buyer said this is the spot. You take your long. But we saw overstanding who was trading at 6 in the morning. And also in 6 o'clock in the morning, right? 7 o'clock, then 8 o'clock comes. Boom. 8 o'clock comes, the market starts to open up. You drop down into a lower time frame. We finally get the break. We got a break on the 30-minute. Here's another break, right? Another break right there, right? Got another break right there. Look down right here. You can even have breaks on smaller time frames. The biggest thing that I was worried about right here is this. I seen this. This was a zone. To me, this is a zone. I like how this. When I see wicks like these, I consider this a zone for a potential bounce. I want to see this get. I want to see this. See, I like this as a bounce point. That's to me, right? See that? That yellow line? I like that as a bounce point. So the market opens. The market comes open. I'm like, okay, I want to see where this market gonna go. Are we gonna continue to push? Are we gonna continue to sell off? Where is this market gonna go? Because we already got that big move up. So let me go to a 5-minute so I can see it better. So I said, okay, boom. The market goes up to the previous day high, and what does it do? It creates this big wick. Market opens and creates this big old wick on a 5-minute. Whoa. What happened right here when I was like right here? I said, okay, it's fighting right here. Everybody thinking that the sellers are coming in. Everybody thinks the sellers are coming in. But what's happening? You got this wick. They created our target. Look at this. You're looking for where the market's going to go, and you're looking for a target. It's like you're looking for them to pull it back, and you're looking for that target. You feel what I'm saying? You're looking for like an arrow. You're like, okay, I see the pullback. Now where's my target? This was the target. Right here was a target. I'm going to name this target. Why was this a target? Because it created this huge imbalance, this big old wick right here, which I like. The sellers couldn't even break this point. The sellers could not continue to break. They kept getting held up. They kept getting absorbed. My bad. Just kept getting absorbed. Right in this point, look, we just kept not breaking these blocks right here, right? We're not breaking. It's just holding these levels. Look, we're just holding. They're pushing hard as they can. Hard as they can. Right? And what's happening? They're not breaking. We're respecting. Look at that. Y'all see it? Look at that. We're just respecting these points. Look at these wicks. They're trying their best to push this market down. But that's like, okay, when you see this, you're like, okay, I know for a fact, if these sellers are not coming in and they're not breaking, you're seeing that look at this. This wick. Look at this hammer. It dried up. Do you see a break right here? Wait, hold up. Do you see a break right here? Do you see a candle break right here? Do you see a candle break right here? Nope. What's happening? Where's these candles at? Stand above. They stand above. What is that telling you? Oh, snap. I need to go long. And what happens? All the way to the top. All the way to the tippy top. To that what? That imbalance, that target. To that target. That's all it is to it. That's all it is. That's how I trade. That's all it is to it. I kept it simple. If you don't want to break on a 5-minute, right? You like, oh my goodness, that rejection was so big. Now on a higher time frame, you gotta be patient for these days and these days and these weeks or these weeks and these days to play out for this to hit that liquidity. For example, like watch this. For example, like on a daily, you got the big wick. The same way I showed you the wick, right? You see the wick? It's the same thing on a higher time frame. It should be clicking right now, bro. It should be clicking. Look right here. What happened right here on the higher time frame? We got this big rejection, got this big old wick, but what does that say? Okay, let's see what happens when we go back down. We're not breaking. We're not breaking. We're not breaking at this point. Hold up. We're not breaking at this point. Wait a minute. Why is it not breaking on a daily? What else are we going to go at? We're going to go and fill that imbalance above. We got this big old wick, this imbalance. We're not going to fill it today, tomorrow, the next day. It's going to bounce at these levels. And once it says, I'm done pushing down, I'm done going short. I don't want to go short no more. I'm trying my best. These sellers are trying to push this market down, but it's not doing it. You wait for your time to get in, wait for the push, you go long, and guess what you're going? You're targeting these buy side liquidity. I'd be surprised. Look how it's built. Look at this build up. Oh my goodness, man. This is textbook right now. The same thing you're seeing right here with this big old wick and this rejection at this low for this bounce to go long for this high point, it's the same thing you saw in the 5 minute when I showed you right here. Right? Wick, rejection at this block. Rejection doesn't want to break down. You be patient. You be patient until these wicks become bigger candles. You don't want to trade wicks, because once you trade wicks, what happens? You get whipsawed. You want to wait till these candles become full, and then you get the break of structure. You take your trade. Respect right here. Boom. Another respect. Fair value you get being respected right here. Bop. Respect. Stand above. Psst. Easy trade. Got right back above. Respect. Stand above. Even though it's getting wicked out, doesn't matter. Stay in the trade. Wait till these wicks get smaller and then these candles get bigger. You hit your profit target. Voila. Voila. Just that simple, bro. I mean, it's not simple, but it can be simple when you really just sit on hands and be patient. Let this market get faked out, get trapped up. Let everybody get trapped thinking these shorts coming in. They say, oh my goodness, like look, 5 minute. People said, okay, I don't know. This market can go short. You might see right here. You know what? Let me erase all of this stuff. I'm gonna erase this whole chart. Remove all drawings. All drawings are gone, right? All drawings are gone. I can sit here all day on market open and see this wick right here, right? Market opens right here on the 5 minute. Market opens up. You see this wick. You're like, oh, this wick is strong. This means shorts are coming in. Okay, if the shorts are coming in, I want to see one thing. I want to see us break this. I want to see us break a zone. I would like to see us break a zone. I want to see zones get broken. I want to see zones get broken. What happens? I stay patient. I waited for the shorts to say that the zones won't come in. I'm going to set this right here. Look, I like this wick because this wick right here could be a target for me. To me, it's a target. If you created that, I ain't miss out on nothing. You just created a target for me, right? That's a target for me. Let me go down to a 1 minute. It's 8:39, right? It's 8:39. Okay, I want to see a break. To me, these are zones, look, right? You say this is a zone because why is this a zone? It's because it's a demand zone. A small red candle followed by a long green candle is considered a demand, right? Even on a 1 minute. Small red candle followed by a green candle is a demand zone. And like the market likes to do is go into imbalances. It likes to go for liquidity. It likes to go for small volume points. It tapped. But what is it doing at the same time? Look what this market is doing. I'm gonna put it right here for you. The word. Look what it's doing. Respecting. It's respecting these zones. You see that? Even though we got this big old wick right here. You see this big old wick, right? To me, I'm using that as a target. Like, oh snap, this could be an opportunity for me to touch that. I'm gonna be patient and see where this market gonna go when the market's still open and see. And guess what? What also do we have? VWAP, right? VWAP. You got the break. You got the bounce at these zones. You got the candles are not trying to break the next candle. No break of structure, right? You don't got no break of structure. Let me put that. No break of structure. One confirmation. Respecting. Hold up. Respecting. Bop. That's one confirmation. Respecting the zone. No break or structure. That's two confirmation. Three confirmation. You got a hammer. These sellers are drying up, right? These sellers are drying up. Which way do you have to go? If you can't push down, if you can't push down, which way must you go? That's it. It's just that simple. I saw it, and I used the footprints to kind of give me way more confirmation and say, you know what? I'm out of confirmations. This is it. Go long. Because what are you targeting? That wick. You're targeting that high. And on top of that, the bias of the day is still long. Because what is the market on the daily going for? This high. The daily target is this. Or the weekly, whatever. The 5-minute target was this. Be right back. Just look over that and pay attention. Okay, why are we not? There we go. All right, so I hope that lesson really helped. I don't know if you understood anything I said. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Let me know. This is not financial advice. It's just my opinion. Remember this. We stand at this level. We're respecting these levels. We're respecting, just straight respecting. We didn't get the break on the 5-minute. We didn't get the break on the 3-minute, right? You can look at other time frames and say, where's the break? Do you see a break on the 3-minute? Nope. Do you see a break on the 2-minute? Nope. The break to me is that you got to close. If it doesn't want to break this, it wants to go the opposite way. I don't see the break. If I don't see the break, I'm not taking a trade. You might say, "Oh, them shorts are strong." Yeah, the shorts could be strong all day until I see the shorts break this right here. If I would have seen that the shorts broke this, if the 5-minute breaker structure was right here, if they had a 5-minute breaker structure right here, if this was a breaker structure right here, yeah, maybe we need to go for a short. Maybe we need to start thinking about a short, maybe to down to this point right here, right? There's a 5-minute demand right here. Boom, 5-minute demand. Let's name that 5-minute demand. 5-minute demand zone. I would say, you know what? I like these shorts. I'm gonna try to see if I can go by the scalp. If we get a close with this candle and go short, I will go into these shorts and go and scalp into this trade for how many ticks? Maybe for 50 ticks, just a quick scalp. And even more, right? If I can see a better breaker structure. But the thing is, we got the breaker structure on these highs. I'm gonna stay going long. Even though you might say, well, we didn't get the breaker structure right here. That's cool and all, but on a higher time frame, we stayed above. So that means to me, we want to go long. That's another confirmation. That's way more confirmation. You got a 4-hour confirmation with the breaker structure. I mean, with the retest. You got the break right here. You got the break right here on the 4-hour. The push up, then the retest, and then the pump. That's long. You got the 1-hour. Don't break. That's long. 30-minute. Staying above in that zone. Not breaking this low right here. Look at that. We didn't get the break right here. That's long. So we're going down to a 15-minute. What happened right here? Staying above in these zones, not breaking these zones, just looking back. That's long. 5-minute right here. What happened right here? Stayed above in these areas. On these smaller time frame demands. Didn't break. What's that? That's long. That's just way more confirmation that these longs wanted to come in. And what I did was I saw a target. I waited for the market to open up, to get crazy and do all kind of crazy up and downs. Once the market opens up and do craziness, unless you know for sure that this market wants to go a certain way, then you like doing it. But I wanted to see where this market was going to go once it opened, because I was kind of the reason like what you was looking for. So what I was looking for is that previous day high. Oh, my kid is crazy. I'm gonna be done, y'all. So this previous day high, I wanted to see us tap into this previous day high on a 5-minute, right? We tapped into it and rejected. Ooh, that's alarming. Can this mean shorts? Yes, it can, but at the same time, I'm waiting for it to break. Now, if I get confirmation that this breaks, we might be going short. But if we didn't break and we constantly getting wick, yeah, we going long. And that's that. That's the target. All right, so yeah, that's that, y'all. I hope y'all really understood what I said. You also got VWAP. You got more. So the more confirmation you have that a trade may go a certain way, the better the odds of you going in that direction and getting your profits. And for example, you like, okay, so show us when you took the trade. Show you the executions. You can look at the executions and see when I took it and how I waited for these. Right, it's right there, bro. It's right there. The trade's right there. Even if I didn't have all this stuff up, you see it. I got into a lot of trades, but I saw it right here. Bow. Sellers dried up. Buyers wanted to come in reverse. We didn't get the break. No break or structure. Respecting the zone. You know, the high time frame saying long. I'm just thinking that, this is it. This is the trade. Keep going. I kept buying the dips, kept buying the dips, kept buying the dips, kept buying the dips, selling it, buying it, selling it, buying it. Just keep buying and selling. That's all I did to get this 1383. I could have did more. I could have held. But the target for me was actually higher. I already knew it was gonna come into this 5-minute right here. See? I sold it all right here at this point. I sold the rest at this high right here, but I really sold it at this target right here. And that's that. Now you got ES pushing higher, respecting. So yeah, trucking. I don't know if you're still in the chat though. I hope that makes sense, bro. That's how I trade. That's how I take my trades. I pretty much condense my trading into breaker structure, demand, supply and demand, and footprints. That's it. Okay. My charts are just lagged out. But yeah, guys, I might go ahead and end this stream soon because I know my kids they bored. They probably watching cartoons right now, but I know they bored. I'm about to bring them to the park or something. But let me know in the chat if you have any more questions. Let me know before I get off, because once I get off, that's it. Also, right here too, got a fair value gap at a 5-minute fair value gap. No, I didn't even notice this. It's right here, 5-minute fair value gap. 5-minute fair value gap. Let's look at a 1 minute to see what it looks like. Tapped into it perfectly. Nice bounce, nice tap. Rejection, stand above, longs coming right back in. Because this candle could not get broken into. Yep. Yeah. Y'all can hear me? Let's get it. So that's it, y'all. If y'all have any questions, let me know in the chat. I'm about to go ahead and get off because we caught our trade. We did hit our target, and that's that. Yes, it's getting that push. and Q got that push. Yeah, that's it. All right, but I hope y'all really have a good day. Have a blessed day. I'm gonna go ahead and put this scripture up for y'all real quick. Remember, Romans chapter 7 verse 15. I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate. But if I know that what I am doing is wrong, this shows that I agree that the law is good. So I am not the one doing wrong. It is the sin living in me that does it. So when we want to do right, but we don't do it. When we don't want to do wrong, we do it. And that's okay. You know, sometimes we don't want to get angry. We don't want to curse no more. We don't want to get mad no more. But we find ourselves falling right back into doing these sins over and over and over again. And that's okay, because, you know, Jesus Christ is merciful and forgiving. And just forgive yourself. Pick yourself back up. Don't worry about doing wrong. Don't worry about being perfect. Just give your life to Christ. Continue to give your life, repent to God, and everything's going to work out. And I'm going to do the same for myself and hold myself accountable. God bless y'all, and I pray y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all in the next stream.